So we're gonna go over here first, and then we go up here. Maybe it's one of those lightning towers here. Uh, Maybe go down here first, then we go back up. Maybe don't need that. There's some lightning tower over there.
Incoming! Take cover!
See him from this side. Hmm. juvenile meaty roll-up.
Seems the little rapt has imprinted on you, Commander. Don't worry. I'll be a good stepmother if you forget to feed him.
Pet.
Investigating hostile intentions. Combatant scans. This facility is the only thing keeping us from being reduced to ash in a flash of atmospheric electricity. Certainly a dramatic way to go.
We got here.
Oh there. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
Well, the Rampine is literally right there. Getting here was really, really easy.
Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help Exemplar Simon's been waiting for.
Always have to help the order. Where do I find the Exemplar?
He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you. Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures?
Maybe it depends on the job.
Very well. There's a cave directly southeast of our position, positively infested with raptidons. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your basic entry permissions to allow for purchase of our surplus of supplies.
Sure thing. A few raptidons, no problem for me.
Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Different way in here. Ah!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
That sniper shot was right on it and the shot just went somewhere else.
Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Ratcheting up my aggression. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Resorting to violence.
Oh, that was some easy clearance. Oh, what the? Holy shit. Okay, so that one ain't that good. Just keep my other weapon.
Investigating hostile in back instead. Scope for combatant analysis.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please
what he
consider
wants.
me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service?
Came across a malfunctioning tower, and after fixing it, told me to come here.
Ah, so So you're the reason I've been alerted to recalibrations. I'd wondered why some of these systems suddenly came back online. Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Axons shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade.
Looking for me to realign. I hope it comes with a nice impressive reward.
Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with each tower you align, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you.
Looks like I can come back after landing a tower and pick up lightning grenades.
Indeed. When aligned, each tower fills a capacitor I've modified, which provides me with enough electrical accumulation to fabricate a handful of these explosives. Unfortunately, the capacitors are only able to hold the charge for mere moments before failing catastrophically. Thus, I'm limited in production by the 5 capacitors that remain. So, for each tower you align, I am able to fabricate a handful of these electron explosives, the sum of which I shall share with you.
Electron explosive, I'm in.
That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned each tower. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
I'm at my wit's end with the damn Protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. I'll wash my hands of it.
Let's see what the actual path up here is.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job?
Yep.
Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases.
Not to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
You there. You came from outside the camp. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg.
Actually, I already did.
Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Okay. If you say so, lady.
You're the maverick freelancer from the wireless.
It's the hotshot for hire from the wireless.
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Our surplus is available for purchase if you're in need of something. More than happy to oblige.
Hmm. 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 A barrel. Hmm.
Back for more? If you're reckoning, more than happy to.
You know, I reckon on this little chompy. I hope he's getting enough to eat.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates. Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
These laborers appear to be fighting the hand that barely feeds them.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
You're from a different planet. What's going on here?
We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves.
Interesting. How do you learn that?
Dunbar, one of our level 3 packers, explained it to us. He's got a new coiffeured friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness or something.
Is that way you're striking? Your plight's going unacknowledged?
We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugation by xenophobic proxy? No, that ain't right. But it's something that sounds super fancy when Will explains it. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs.
Well, it'll be time to help, so I'm going to head inside and try and get this resolved.
I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates.
And let's see what this is.
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need?
Maybe, but is all this?
See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like cysty pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day.
What are we gonna do to help?
Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, I can fix a lot of things. Okay. Time to enter through the vent.
It feels less like an overt labor negotiation, and more like a covert assassination operation. Of course, I'm fine with either, dear.
Holy crap, the DPS on that one. Me toot. Just look at me, been a full week, and for you. A vending machine profit, so didn't tell me what it should be. What the heck?
Reminds me more and more of Tau Ceti by the minute. If these folk burn this place to the ground, I ain't telling.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool.
Who would have to shoot in the face to get this place working? Something tells me you already looked like that before you were behind schedule.
Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
You're damn lucky to be able to dedicate their lives?
Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why, can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule, or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's Choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some
My trigger
modicum
finger
of
is
the
itching.
success I have enjoyed.
Well, that's horrifying. Do I fit into all this?
You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Angie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear?
What's clear is that it was actual Auntie's Choice executives that sent me here.
Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
Well, how do I start the striking working from?
My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumley? Dunbar. It's Dunbar.
You don't know his name? You have this small of a crew and you don't know the names?
If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons.
So the only value is to make you look good.
Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished.
Thanks for reminding me why the Earth Directorate needs to keep corporations in check.
Well, that's all fine and good in your system. But here in Arcadia, it is Auntie's needs we cater to, and right now, her need is you convince Dumley Dunbar to get back to work. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear?
So you're offering them nothing. That makes my job exceedingly difficult.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Heads up! Make some space! We got a sanctioned non-employee professional code coming! But only work 12 hours!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business.
This is why I'm here. And his show is sent me to help settle your complaints.
Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that?
I liked them before. The cycle way. Okay, but listen, if you tell me what's wrong, and see if I can find a solution with Auntie. I'm trying to mediate a middle ground. What exactly are your grievances?
Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
Meaning what exactly?
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It's insane how we managed to keep it going this long.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough.
Good for you, standing up to this kind of insane oppression. What do you need from me?
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
Well, seems reasonable.
Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return?
I heard the workers demand so you can get them back to work.
So, What are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
Well, they asked for the Adrena time to take you in the day to be free.
Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy.
It also breaks when your personal greed interferes with the bottom line over here.
What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing.
Read. Oh, I know you've been personally profiting off the forced Adrena time sales.
What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing.
Radio terminal, the profits of it from Adrena time are going straight into your account.
Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want?
I want to give the workers the Adrena time for free.
All right. Though I don't know why you'd waste this capital leverage on benefits for strangers. But I suppose you've got your reasons. Is there more they ask?
They want the shift shortened. They're manning 12-hour workdays.
12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud.
That's fair, but you need to give them something. How about a paid lunch break?
A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still be a black eye on my sterling reputation, but at least it would get them back to work. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
It's very important to them that the bathrooms are left unlocked at all times.
They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans.
Can't imagine they would waste that much time. It's a small sacrifice for increasing morale.
You can't imagine because you've never overseen these lazy, slothful, generally undermotivated layabouts. It's my stern hand that keeps them focused. The bathroom stays locked. What more do they want?
That's everything.
Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
This.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations?
What you gave about that Adrena time?
That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Is she willing to see reason?
Yeah, she's not too happy about it, but she is. I convinced her that they should be free.
Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next?
Let's discuss your working hours.
Excellent. What progress have you made?
I was able to negotiate a paid lunch break.
I suppose it's better than nothing. What's next?
Excellent.
What progress have you made?
I tried, but wasn't able to make any progress. They stayed locked during the day.
Well, that's tragic. I won't give tell to all the ways we've been sneaking our business under her watch, but let's say no potted plant's been safe. I mean, and if that's all we've been offered, I'm sorry to say it's just not enough to get us back to the plant. You've got to get that damnable overseer to give us something meaningful.
Be reasonable. You made your point and gotten something. It's time to go back to work.
Reasonable? Reasonable? What's reasonable about these terms? You're given a few scraps, so now it's time to go back to being slave labor?
Leo's right. We just can't. We are staying here, blocking Auntie's work until at least some of our demands are met. I suggest you go back to the overseer for better terms.
Why bother? You know it's not going to help. You should consider my offer.
What offer?
That's not really your concern. Leo has been nice enough to help us find our value here, and the rest doesn't matter. Just please, keep trying to negotiate on our behalf.
Right. I'm just here to make sure they get treated fairly, no matter what.
And so the work stoppage remains stopped. What now, dear?
Who the heck is this guy? I say. Who the heck are you? I had to. I was curious.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see no rest and no downtime. The work definitely making. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. The work definitely making her. Hello again, Ameliorator. What news do you have?
Unfortunately, we're at a stalemate. If you want them back, you have to go to give them more.
My, how very offensive and in violation of everything Auntie and I hold dear. I'm very disappointed in you, Ameliorator. I hope you have a more compelling argument than before.
I was just checking to see if your position has softened any.
Softened? Have you found your way into my numrum supply? No, I haven't softened. Nor will I spontaneously do so. If you want to change my mind, you better have a damn good reason.
Okay, we got
Hello again, Ameliorator. What news do you have?
additional
Again? I thought we'd been
demands.
over this. Do you have something new to say to change my mind this time? Or you could just go threaten them. Neither Auntie or I blanch at a bit of strong-armed intimidation when appropriate. It might not even be such a tragic turn if their leader... Dunsimer? If Dunsimer was made an example of, the others might decide the terms of their employment aren't so terrible. But remember, I need the line operators alive and in working condition. Literally, a condition in which they can work.
So that one is still the same. See if there's any.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Sorry. Time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? It seemed like a really shores up the foundation. Too much sometimes.
Hello again. Have you had any more luck in getting the Overseer to see reason?
No, and even worse, I discovered she's perfect and profiting off keeping you miserable.
There, you see? From Auntie's own puppet, you learn they're shortchanging you at every turn.
And what should I do about it? It's not like I can remove her from the negotiations. She's the Overseer. So long as she's there, I've got no better options.
You can't move, but I can forcibly. Would I get you back to work?
You would do that? It's... Actually, it's exactly the kind of self-deterministic act that gets people promoted. Maybe it is the right choice. If you eliminate the Overseer from our post, I'll get these folks back in the factory.
There we go. Let's just get rid of this.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Hello again, Ameliorator. What news do you have? Again? I thought we'd been over this. Do you have something new? Or you could... It might... But
Hey, we gotta talk about all the killing you've done. Specifically of my old co-workers. I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. If we can avoid bloodshed, we should.
I understand, I'm sorry, try to be more careful in the future.
Yeah, all right. Just don't put me in this spot again, Commander. I like what we got going. Be a right shame to end up on one another's blacklist.
With no rest and no downtime!
Yeah, a little bit. I got to have her with me. Use a spatial choice of X.
Everyone's talking. Seems like there's been a shakeup in our leadership.
Well, I decided new leadership was in order.
Then we'll get back on the line. I don't have a bit in my pocket to offer you, but I will write a glowing recommendation in my next employee
Let's go and kill Mad Queen. 30. 2. Max lockpick. Perks. Oh, more crit chance. Heck yeah.
Those reps are trained all right. Rather not fight them if it's all the same to you.
Looks like we're about to have company of the unwanted kind.
It's up there. Let's see what this is all about.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you.
I don't know if I was still there. Just exploring. What is this place? Some kind of factory?
4.
I recommend killing me. It will result in an awful lot of paperwork.
Yeah, it will. 3.
Come on, I'm really going to tell me as fast some questions, are you?
2. Last
Oh
chance.
yeah, bring it on. It's been fun, but why don't you cut the tough guy act and let me in? This part, I'm just curious to see what happens at the end of the countdown.
Some folks really don't have the sense given to a sprat. Don't say I didn't honor Auntie's Choice's obligatory 5-second grace period when dealing with nuisance customers. Dribble, gob, muck 'em up.
ain't close to any townships. We ought to disinfect real good after this.
Investigating hostile intentions. Tracking scan.
No one will pick up their paycheck! I'm not refunded!
Securing in sight. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Got company, Commander. And friendly time.
End this fight on my feet. Hovering down. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Oh, come on, man. Oh. Okay, let's do it the other way around. Be a bit smarter about this.
Scoping out a hostile.
Tracking scan. Suture me up. It would improve your armor. How come I didn't get tingling?
All charged up.
Proceeding to attack.
Elaine! I'm not hiding. It's called biding your time.
Okay, so if we go in here, we are... Okay, I killed... I think we're getting... We're becoming outlaws from... Okay, so we shouldn't go in here at all then. Seems like we are becoming our rep with anti-choice is going down if you're going in here. Can't really see, so it's on the D there, so let's see here.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your 4, 3, 2, last chance. Some folks don't say I didn't. Dribble, got
Coming.
Yes, so they're becoming outlaw with them. Yeah. Kinda weird. So I guess we're not going in there then.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent.
Let's have a look around here then. Where we are allowed to walk. So we call sleep, you don't say stop climbing on top of them a minute.
Investigating hostile intentions. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Graphs tingling. All charged up.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Mineral gathering, huh? Doesn't go so well. Yeah. There might be another way into the place, I guess, but doesn't seem to be any reason to go in there. Currently, well, unless we want to get bad spacey choice for it.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission. And the clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus.
Why did you stop digging?
Started getting peculiar vibrations as we hit the halfway point. Could be nothing, but I got this job because the last foreman ignored similar readings. It ended poorly for him.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Thanks. You ask me, I definitely earned it.
I'm curious about what the vibration could be.
It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a uranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first.
Yeah, but if they're dead, you don't have to pay them.
I see the angle you're coming from. But the long-term cost of hiring and training new workers outweighs the short-term gains of massive, layoffs. Keeping workers with hands-on experience is an important factor for long-term profitability. Good thinking, though. I'll keep you in mind next time I need help cutting costs.
Seems like you're in a difficult spot. Anything I can do to help?
Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus.
Well, we can.
Content? Never.
You back to see more of the tunnel? I'll save you the trip. Not a pebble has budged. Same is true of our bit accounts, sadly. Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock.
The thing is, I can't see through though. God damn it. I guess we need to go around. Okay, we have to fast travel here. Oh crap. Oh, God damn it. I have to fast travel again. Gonna hand in the bounty. Yeah, now we can